Okay, Jesus Christ. Not only do I have to deal with a radioactive dinosaur, not only do I have to deal with a caterpillar, not only do I have to deal with an angry bird again, but I also have to deal with a three-headed dragon who travels in the vacuum of space. Why do I feel like this is karma from going back in time? But I still have no regrets, and I'll face the enemy head on. But I'm gonna need some help. And it ain't gonna be no podcasters. It is going to be a group of 3 monster schmucks. Jesus Christ, every time I listen to that music, I feel like Satan is coming. Nah, there's only one giant monster that I would proclaim to be Satan, and that's later on in the franchise. When in the world did I get this southern accent from? Anyway, this is the new episode of the Brumakian podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Demetrius, and I'm still feeling the side effects of the electricity. From who? From Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster. Also, this is the name of the movie. By the way, if you go up on Wikipedia, you will look up the original Japanese title for this movie. And who in the world came up with that obnoxious title? You are going to see a trend here, ladies and gentlemen, where you're going to see so many obnoxious titles. Like, why are there so many? Why are there so many? Why does the Japanese like obnoxious titles of their movies? I guess I follow that trend like a bad habit. I don't know why I do that. But anyway, enough about me. Since there's nothing much to cover in terms of background, actually, I do like to ask one thing. This is also released in the same year, 1964. How the hell did this movie did not get rushed? I don't know. But I do not see signs that the movie was rushed. So that's a good thing. Let me actually talk about the movie and see how the hell this movie was not rushed. Here's basically the story in a nutshell. During a meteor shower, a meteor crash lands onto Earth, sending investigators to actually investigate the rock. Meanwhile, people from Venus or Mars, depending on the version you watch, and it tells a princess on a plane to jump out of the plane before it explodes. Later on, she thinks she's how do you say that word? Venusian? A person from Venus, basically. Or a Martian, again, depending on the version that you watch. She tells everyone that a great catastrophe, a great apocalypse is gonna happen on this planet. And if you don't do something, the world will explode. No, too far. The world will be destroyed. There we go. And of course, no one believes her. A few scenes later, Rodan shows up. A few scenes later, Godzilla shows up. What happens next? Oh, I know what happens next. Godzilla and Rodan make contact at night. Around the same time, a new monster emerges from the meteorite that crashed landed on Earth named Ghidorah. You know, the thing on the poster, the thing with 3 heads, the thing that is actually gold. Like, Jesus Christ, how could you not miss that thing? So, all the human characters are completely useless and not knowing what the hell they were supposed to do until one of them gets the idea that, what if we ask Mothra to ask Godzilla and Rodan to have all of them team up against Ghidorah? Sounds simple enough, right? Well, negotiations at first seem to be null and void. Both Godzilla and Rodan give their valid reasons why they don't want to cooperate with each other, why they don't want to save humanity, and why they don't even give a damn about Ghidorah. But after seeing Mothra get her ass handed to her like the 1,000th time, they decided to change hearts and decided to put it bluntly, save the world. And that they do. And that's the plot in a nutshell. When we come back, I will explain to you what I think of this plot. We'll be right back after these messages, ladies and gentlemen. There are no messages. It's just music. We'll be right back. Let me get something out of the way right now. The original Japanese version has a ton of continuity errors. Not a lot, but some. I don't know why I say a ton anyway. Man, me and my brain. What is going on inside of there? I will never know. Anyway, the American version fixes some of the continuity errors. And I like that. I like it when American versions and companies fixes continuity errors from the original version. I like that. As for the story, it's basically the same from the previous, but with a little twist. Instead of the whole man must work together to defeat a common foe in Mothra vs. Godzilla, in Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, it's every monster needs to come together to defeat a common threat. I like that twist. But I wish it was not in this movie because you know where this is going with the franchise. You do realize that, right? Although I don't mind it as much today. Speaking of things I don't mind, the characters. I don't mind them. They're tolerable. That's all I gotta say about them. The monsters, you can definitely tell there are some characteristics in these monsters, like Godzilla and Rodan. They act like children. If you literally watch their movements, even Ishiro Honda literally said it, they act like children. It only took Martha to tell them, hey, quit acting like stupid kids and act like adults, because we got something else that we need to deal with. Speaking of that something else, Ghidorah. I've already felt the fucking, one of those things called the gravity beam effect. The gravity beams. Man, they shock. Anyway, he has an amazing design. It will stick for the rest of his existence. What was I going for there? Nothing. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about the monsters and the characters, the human characters. Special effects. How the hell did this movie did not get rushed in the same year, 1964? I have no idea. But they are on par. In fact, I would even say they're slightly better than the previous. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. As for the music, again, as opposed to me watching the American version, there wasn't much Akira Ifukube music in there. But the ones that are in there, mwah, 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 mwah. The debut of Ghidorah's theme, mwah, mwah, mwah. Love it. But I think the 91 version is better. Woo! Jesus. That's basically everything in a nutshell. Now, on to the final rating. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, my final grade for Ghidorah the 300 Monster is a solid 80 out of 100. I would recommend it to you to watch it once, twice, even thrice. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will... Excuse me. What is it? What? What do you mean I have to... Are you serious? Fine. Can you believe this? They have me call up in the military to deal with a giant turtle. What kind of drugs? What kind of drugs are these people taking? Nope. I'm not even going to suspend my disbelief. I will see it to believe it. That is my model, ladies and gentlemen. I will see it to believe it. And next time, I will review one of the most strangest and yet the most unique kaiju in the tokusatsu genre. When I review Gamera, the invincible giant monster from 1965. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, dismissed.